Most of us go through life without ever thinking about what's happening deep inside our colon. That long, winding tube that quietly does the hard work of absorbing water, balancing minerals, and pushing out the waste we don't need. When it works, we don't notice it. But when it slows down, when digestion feels heavy, or when bloating and constipation creep in, suddenly we realize just how important it is. This is why colon cleansing has been part of human tradition for centuries. In Ayurveda, detox tonics made with herbs and fruits are recommended to reset the system. In traditional Chinese medicine, foods like cucumber and bitter vegetables are seen as cooling cleansers for the gut. Even in Western naturopathy, juice cleanses are prescribed as gentle ways to restore digestion. And today, social media is full of juice challenges. Lemon water in the morning, celery juice for detox, green smoothies for cleansing. People everywhere are looking for a natural way to feel lighter, reduce bloating, and maybe even shed some weight. Among all these remedies, one combination caught my attention again and again: pineapple and cucumber juice. It was being recommended by health coaches, home remedy channels, and even some nutritionists. Pineapple for its enzymes, cucumber for its water content. A sweet and cool pair that promised to refresh and cleanse from the inside. But I didn't want to just read about it. I wanted to feel it. So, I decided to try this juice for 7 days, 1 glass every morning, and keep track of what happened. Would it really cleanse my system? Would I feel lighter, lose weight, or notice more energy? Or would it just be another internet trend with no real impact? That's the experiment I'm sharing with you today. My 7-day journey with pineapple and cucumber juice. Science-backed breakdown of ingredients. Pineapple plus cucumber. Let's begin with pineapple. At first glance, it's just a tropical fruit, sweet, tangy, refreshing. But hidden within that golden flesh is something extraordinary. An enzyme called bromelain. This enzyme has fascinated scientists for decades because of its unique ability to break down proteins. In fact, chefs around the world sometimes marinate tough cuts of meat with pineapple juice because bromelain literally digests the fibers, making the meat tender. Now, imagine what happens inside your body when you drink pineapple juice. That same enzyme starts working on the food in your stomach, helping you digest more efficiently, reducing heaviness, and minimizing the buildup of undigested food that often causes bloating and gas. But bromelain is only one part of the pineapple story. This fruit is also a powerhouse of vitamin C, a nutrient essential for immunity, collagen production, and skin repair. Just 1 cup of pineapple chunks gives you more than the daily recommended intake of vitamin C. That means while it's helping your gut, it's also strengthening your body's defenses against infections and supporting glowing, healthy skin. Pineapple is also rich in manganese, a mineral that supports bone strength and energy metabolism, and in folate and vitamin B6, which help your body turn food into energy. So when you drink pineapple juice, you're not just getting sweetness. You're fueling your body with enzymes, antioxidants, and minerals that all work together to cleanse and energize. Now let's move to cucumber, a food so humble and ordinary that we sometimes underestimate its power. A cucumber is made of about 95% water, making it one of the most hydrating foods you can find in nature. But this is not just plain water. It is water structured with minerals like potassium and magnesium. These electrolytes are essential for balancing fluids in the body, preventing water retention, and keeping blood pressure in check. This is why cucumber is often described as having a cooling effect, both in traditional medicine and in everyday experience. Eat cucumber on a hot day, and you feel instantly refreshed. Drink it as juice, and you're giving your colon the hydration it craves to keep waste moving smoothly. Beyond hydration, cucumber also contains soluble fiber, a type of fiber that forms a gentle gel when it mixes with water in the digestive tract. This gel softens stool, eases constipation, and supports the natural rhythm of bowel movements. For people who experience irritation or acidity in the stomach, cucumber's soothing fiber acts like a balm, calming the digestive tract. Modern research has also highlighted cucumber's antioxidants, such as flavonoids and cucurbitacins, which reduce inflammation in the gut and may even help lower oxidative stress throughout the body. In traditional systems like Ayurveda, cucumber has always been classified as a food that balances heat in the stomach and helps cleanse the intestines gently, without the harshness of strong laxatives. When you put pineapple and cucumber together, the magic truly begins. Pineapple brings the power of digestion through bromelain and vitamin C, breaking down heavy food residues and reducing inflammation. Cucumber brings the power of hydration and soothing, keeping the colon moist, flexible, and supported with electrolytes and soft fiber. It's like a two-step team. Pineapple breaks down what's difficult, and cucumber flushes it out smoothly. The result is a juice that doesn't shock the system, but instead works with the body's natural rhythm to leave you feeling lighter, cleaner, and more energized. That's why this combination has become such a popular colon cleanse remedy worldwide. It's not extreme, it's not expensive, and it's not artificial. It simply uses the gifts of nature, fruit and vegetables, enzymes and water, sweetness and coolness, to restore balance to one of the most important systems in your body, the colon. Why colon cleansing matters. Think of your body as a busy, living city. The heart is like the power station, sending energy everywhere. The lungs are like the air filters, keeping the air clean and breathable. And then there's the colon, your body's waste management system. Just like a city needs daily garbage collection to stay clean and livable, your body needs the colon to move out what it no longer needs. Every day, the food you eat gets broken down into nutrients, absorbed into the bloodstream, and the rest is sent to the colon to be eliminated. But here's the problem. When your colon becomes sluggish or overloaded, it's like the city's garbage trucks going on strike. Trash piles up on the streets, the air gets heavy, and the whole system slows down. In the body, this shows up as bloating, constipation, gas, sluggish energy, headaches, even skin breakouts. You start to feel weighed down, not just physically, but mentally too. Traditional medicine systems always understood this. In Ayurveda, the colon is described as the seat of Veda, the principle of movement and flow in the body. If the colon is blocked, energy slows everywhere, from digestion to circulation to mental clarity. That's why so many ancient detox rituals began with cleansing the gut first. In Chinese medicine too, the intestines were seen as pathways that needed regular cleansing to balance heat, fluids, and energy. Modern science confirms these ancient insights. The colon isn't just a hollow tube. It is home to trillions of microorganisms, what we now call the gut microbiome. These bacteria are not enemies. They are allies. When they are healthy and balanced, they digest fiber, produce vitamins like B12 and K, strengthen immunity, and even influence mood by producing serotonin, the feel-good chemical. But when the colon is overloaded with processed foods, low-fiber meals, and chronic dehydration, these bacteria fall out of balance. The result is inflammation, poor absorption of nutrients, sluggish metabolism, and a cascade of symptoms that affect your whole body. This is where natural colon cleansing plays an important role. It isn't about harsh products or extreme laxatives that force the body unnaturally. Instead, it's about giving your colon what it already needs: water to hydrate and flush out waste, fiber to add bulk and keep things moving, natural enzymes to break down heavy food residues, and antioxidants to calm inflammation. That's why simple remedies like pineapple and cucumber juice have become popular. Pineapple brings bromelain, an enzyme that helps break down proteins and supports digestion. Cucumber brings cooling hydration and gentle fiber, easing the movement of waste. Together, they don't scrub your intestines clean. They support the colon's own built-in self-cleaning system. And when your colon works smoothly, the effects ripple out. You don't just notice easier digestion. You notice your skin looks clearer, your focus feels sharper, your energy feels lighter, and yes, your weight may even shift downward because bloating and waste aren't holding you back. Colon cleansing, then, is not about doing something unnatural. It's about creating the right environment for your body to do what it already knows best: cleanse, renew, and keep you balanced. I tried this juice for 7 days. When I first heard about pineapple and cucumber juice as a colon cleanse, I'll be honest, I was skeptical. Could a simple glass of juice really make that much difference? Still, curiosity got the better of me, and I committed to drinking 1 fresh glass every morning for 7 days. I kept notes on how I felt, what changed, and what science might explain behind those changes. Here's what the journey looked like. Day 1, the fresh beginning. The very first morning, I blended my glass of pineapple and cucumber juice. The color was bright, golden from pineapple and light green from cucumber. When I took the first sip, it was refreshing, almost like my body had been waiting for something this hydrating. That whole day, I felt a slight boost in freshness, but no big changes yet. From a science point of view, that makes sense. On day 1, the bromelain in pineapple had just entered my system. It began helping break down proteins from my meals, making digestion a little smoother. Cucumber's water content, almost 95%, gave me hydration first thing in the morning. Together, they acted like a gentle reset switch. By night, I didn't feel heavy after dinner the way I normally do. Small changes, but promising. Day 2, the first signs. On the second morning, I woke up curious. Would I feel anything different today? After drinking the juice, I noticed my stomach felt lighter through the day. I usually experience a little bloating after lunch, but it was less this time. My bowel movement was a little easier too. Here, science explains what's happening. Pineapple's fiber plus bromelain was helping to move things along in the digestive tract, while cucumber's soluble fiber was forming a gel that softened stool. My colon was beginning to respond. Emotionally, I felt encouraged. 2 days in, and already my body felt less weighed down. Day 3, the energy shift. By the third day, something really changed. I woke up with a flatter stomach than usual. My digestion felt calmer, and when I went about my day, I noticed I had more energy. Normally after lunch, I hit a slump where I feel sleepy, but that slump didn't come. Scientifically, this is hydration plus nutrient absorption at work. When the colon is hydrated, waste moves efficiently, and the gut bacteria start functioning better. Pineapple's vitamin C also helps improve cellular energy by supporting the mitochondria, the batteries of our cells. That afternoon, I realized this wasn't just a detox drink. It was starting to feel like fuel. Day 4, the cleanse becomes real. Day 4 was when I could clearly say, something is different. My bowel movements were now completely regular. Not forced, not uncomfortable, just natural. I felt lighter throughout the day, and my belly bloat was noticeably reduced. Even my skin seemed fresher, which was surprising because I wasn't expecting an external change so quickly. From a biological perspective, this makes sense. A well-hydrated colon and a balanced microbiome often reflect on the skin, since toxins and waste are not building up inside. Pineapple's antioxidants, especially vitamin C, also support collagen production, which explains the clearer skin. By the end of day 4, I wasn't just observing, I was starting to believe in the process. Day 5, the turning point. By the 5th day, I woke up genuinely excited to drink my juice. My energy levels were higher, and I felt motivated. When I weighed myself, I had lost around 1 kilogram. It wasn't dramatic, but it was real progress. Science explains this as mostly water weight and reduced bloating. Cucumber acts as a mild diuretic, flushing out excess salt and retained water, while pineapple helps the digestive system clear food residues more efficiently. The combination made me feel lighter, both on the scale and in my body. The most important part, though, was how I felt mentally. No crash, no cravings for junk food, just a calm sense of balance. Day 6, the confidence day. Day 6 was like running on a new kind of energy. I had clarity of mind, my digestion was smooth, and my stomach felt leaner than usual. Even my clothes felt a little looser around the waist. From a scientific point of view, my gut microbiome had now adjusted to this consistent fiber, hydration, and enzyme intake. Better gut function doesn't just mean digestion. It also improves serotonin production, the hormone linked to mood. That explained why I felt calmer and more positive. I realized this was no longer just a juice experiment. It was starting to become a habit I could continue. Day 7, the transformation. The final day arrived, and I reflected on the whole journey. 1 week ago, I was skeptical. Now I felt lighter, more energetic, and healthier. When I checked the scale, I had lost nearly 2 kilograms in 7 days. But more than the numbers, the change was in how I felt. My digestion was smooth, my skin had a glow, and my energy was steady from morning to evening. Scientifically, this wasn't magic, it was biology. By consistently giving my colon hydration, fiber, enzymes, and antioxidants, I had allowed it to work at its best. My body responded by flushing out excess water, balancing gut bacteria, and improving nutrient absorption. By the end of day 7, I knew this. Pineapple and cucumber juice is not a miracle cure, but it is a simple, natural way to support colon health, digestion, and even gentle weight loss. Safety and precautions. Before we wrap up this journey, it's important to talk about safety. Even natural remedies have rules. Pineapple and cucumber juice may sound completely harmless, but like all foods, balance matters. First, pineapple is naturally high in natural sugars and acidity. For most people, this is not a problem, but if you drink too much, it may cause mild acidity or discomfort in the stomach. People with acid reflux should keep servings moderate. Second, if you have diabetes, you'll need to monitor blood sugar levels closely. Even though this juice is natural, pineapple still contains fructose. Drinking 1 glass per day is usually fine, but portion control is important. Third, cucumber is extremely hydrating, but it also works as a natural diuretic. For most of us, that's a benefit because it helps flush out excess water retention. But if you already take strong diuretic medicines, you may want to consult your doctor before adding this juice daily. Pregnant or breastfeeding women should also be cautious. While pineapple and cucumber are safe in food-level amounts, anything used regularly as a remedy should first be discussed with a healthcare provider. And finally, freshness matters. Store-bought bottled juices often contain added sugar or preservatives, which cancel out the benefits. The real cleanse effect comes only when you prepare it fresh at home. Juice recipe. Making this juice is quick and easy. Each morning, I use this recipe. 1 cup of fresh pineapple chunks. 1/2 cucumber, peeled if waxy. A small piece of ginger, optional, for extra digestion boost. 1/2 cup chilled water. Add everything into a blender and blend until smooth. Drink it right away on an empty stomach for maximum effect. No sugar, no additives, just pure fruit and vegetable power. So after 7 days of trying pineapple and cucumber juice, what did I learn? This is not a magic potion that melts fat overnight, but it is a gentle colon cleanse that truly helps your digestion, reduces bloating, supports hydration, and gives you a lighter, fresher energy throughout the day. If you want to try this yourself, here's a simple 7-day action plan. 1. Start your morning with 1 glass of freshly made pineapple and cucumber juice. 2. Keep the rest of your meals light and rich in vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein. 3. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Hydration is key. 4. Stick with it for 7 days and observe how your body feels. Energy levels, digestion, skin, and even mood. Sometimes, the most powerful changes don't come from complicated diets or expensive supplements. They come from small, consistent habits like 1 glass of juice every morning. So tomorrow morning, when you cut that pineapple and slice that cucumber, remember, you're not just making a drink. You're giving your colon a chance to reset, your body a chance to feel lighter, and your health a chance to breathe. Thank you for joining me today on home cooking and home remedies. If this story inspired you, share it with someone who might need a fresh start for their digestion and energy. And don't forget to subscribe for more natural remedies where tradition meets science.